We're happy with Legal Match and the fact that we're able to get leads, not just pertaining to family law and personal injury, but leads for various types of cases like criminal. There's also, discrimination, wages, social security issues. That's what we really like about Legal Matches. It's not just limited to one practice of law. You're able to get leads for various things, and also the fact that it's very user friendly. I remember when I first took over the position, and I was familiar myself with Legal Match. Of course, like anybody else, I was a little bit scared. I really didn't know what this website was and how to operate. But within just a matter of minutes, could tell that it was very user friendly. If I thought I could do it this way, it pretty much was. Legal Match had it set up. I did like also the fact that you can already have preset templates, so it saves you time on your responses. You're not having to physically type out a response for every single person. You can just select the template with the specific response that you want to reply to the lead. Yes, I would. I do believe that it's a great and helpful platform for anyone who's practicing law. It's helped us generate some leads. We've gotten some consultations off of it, and we are satisfied with that aspect of everything. I maybe initially in the beginning, if you're a new attorney and you're starting off your own practice, nobody really knows about you, so I can see where it helped maybe Miss Ambrose initially in the beginning to get her name out there and try to get clients to the office and hopefully sign up, and retain her as the attorney for their cases. Leads were still coming in, but we did also notice that the leads were slowing down, kind of slowed down for everybody in all practices of law. But again, as like time was moving forward, um, we started noticing that the leads were starting to come in stronger again. First, there was a little bit initially between March and June. It wasn't as much, and then after June, going into July, that's when we started seeing the leads start coming in again a little bit more higher. So yes, Legal Match was definitely doing their job in that aspect. The purpose of her joining Legal Match was to help drive business, of course, to pick up clients, and to continue expanding and growing. I would say to give Legal Match a try. Again, it helps drive in business. You do get leads for all types of practices of law. So if you're just specializing in one aspect of law, you can go and target that. Or you can also target, if you're practicing general law, you can get a little bit of everything. Also, one of the cool things that I did like about Legal Match was the customer support. How um, I guess your case manager will go ahead and contact you once a month just to check up on you and make sure everything's okay. I did like that aspect of Legal Match as well. Well, first tip is there's so many inquiries that you get a day. Some days can be a little bit more than others, but I would say that in law, you never there's never enough time in the day. You're always kind of juggling between various things that need to get done. And I would suggest to someone who's signing up for Legal Match is to have someone whose job is to check on Legal Match. Maybe if you can every day, but at least check frequently so you can see the leads that are being generated and you can reply to them or to the ones that may pertain to you, and that way you can make the most out of your service as well as help drive business into the firm. The most beneficial is the customer support. I do like that a lot. It's nice to know that there's someone from Legal Match that is kind of looking out for you, will go that extra mile and take time out of their day to go ahead and follow up with you, make sure you're doing okay. If there's anything we may need assistance with, we'll go ahead and try to help out as best as they can. And I know that our case manager has gone the extra mile a few times for us, and we are very appreciative of Miss Kendra. I do like also that Legal Match provides the telephone number and the email address of the client so you can communicate with them directly. Because I know sometimes you may respond through Legal Match, but as people, we have so many things going on in our personal lives that sometimes we don't have time to check our email every day. So the fact that Legal Match provides that personal information, of course, if the client releases that information, um, we'll go ahead and contact them directly as just as an added measure. Just go in there and just tell them, hey, you know what, I'm calling from so and so. We got your inquiry on Legal Match. I did send it on an email, and I'm just following up to see if you received that email or if you had time to look it over. And if not, I mean, well, that's why we're calling now. That way we can go ahead and get the process of a consultation going to see if they want to go ahead and move forward, and then we'll go ahead and take it from there. And I do know that sometimes the information isn't revealed, but I know that there's been a couple of times where Miss Kendra has went ahead and followed up with the client, since they can view that personal information and they'll let them know that we've been trying to get a hold of them. Kendra is wonderful. I mean, if there was a survey on Kendra, I would definitely take it and I would give her a really good review. I think she's been very helpful. The user-friendly interface, the customer service support, all the leads that get generated through it, I think it's so helpful. Again, especially if you're a starting attorney, barely beginning your own practice, I think it's extremely beneficial to sign up for Legal Match and just kind of help to get your feet in the water and put yourself out there and make yourself a little bit more marketable. It's definitely a good marketing technique as well.